At S&P, we work on the structures and the payloads of the plane. So that includes the internal mechanisms that support the airframe, which airframe makes, which is the skin of the plane, as well as doing the payloads, which includes the unmanned ground vehicle, the payload winch system, anything that is coming in and out of the plane, as well as the electronics bay, which holds all of the computers and batteries.
One of my main projects that I worked on throughout my sophomore year was the design of the landing gear system on the new plane, Artemis. So we basically designed it from scratch. So I've been kind of like going along with that process from the beginning. So I designed like the structural component that connects the landing gear to the wings. I designed or like conceptualized how it would attach to the plane, as well as the skis for like landing. So that entire process, and as well as manufacturing, I've kind of been involved.
Yeah, I would say we use a lot of the sort of rapid prototyping resources that we have at Cornell. So we use a lot of laser cutting, 3D printing, as well as we're getting more acquainted with our shaper, which is a handheld CNC that allows us to cut wood. And
there's just a lot of interesting like manufacturing methods that I hadn't been introduced before, because like I think that's one of the important parts of a project team, that like you get a lot of like manufacturing experience on top of just design, because a lot of classes don't really emphasize that part of like the whole like creation cycle. So like not only like the carbon fiber casting, but also like 3D printing parts, using different 3D printed materials. And I think part of it was just like getting an intuition for how to like build stuff and what to use, what kind of materials to use, what kind of design processes to use.
So we start all of our designs in Solidworks, which is a computer automated design software, CAD, and that allows us to create 3D models of all of our designs before we actually send them out for building and prototyping. So that kind of lets us visualize taking things from a back of the napkin sort of sketch to an actual fully realized design.
And I think S&P is also one of the most like interdisciplinary teams on hardware, in that we work a lot with like electrical and software teams. One of the core aspects of S&P in that like we make a lot of moving parts, and I think that like dynamic aspect of it like really drew me to the work that they did. Not just the gimbal even, there's like the UGV bay doors, the UGV itself, or unmanned ground vehicle, which like is a rover in and of itself, so that was also really interesting. So I think that's what particularly drew me to the team.